So we've just sort of done 2 workshops here, yesterday and today, asking participants to explore the guidelines that we're developing for the HEREWEAR project through practice. So really getting them to make something, to put into action what we've laid in front of them, but also using the collective knowledge in the room. So, we spend quite a lot of time talking to them at the beginning of the workshop about what they do, what materials they use, what bio-based materials are, why they're being made from waste and agri-waste, and understanding what kind of sensibilities they have for bio-based materials, and then sort of translating that into a concept. For these workshops, we've been using polyester because it's sort of very accessible to use with the laser and to use with the digital printing, transfer press stuff. But what we're also doing at the same time, almost invisibly, is translating those sort of approaches into use for bio-based garments. And we're learning a lot about the particular qualities of bio-based materials and where they fit in the wardrobe, how they perform differently. I think the really strong message is probably that over-dyeing and those kinds of treatments are going to be useful, although there's concern around the wet treatment and how kind of resistant and strong bio-based materials are going to be. But great in terms of waste food, agri-waste, providing different dye stuffs in the future. But also the idea of bio-based materials being attachment parts. I think that's something that's really come to light in the project and starting to come to life through the prototyping. Just this idea that there might be more decorative removable elements that change the look of your garment, change the functionality, change the aesthetics, but also the sort of detachability of 2 different parts of a garment, which we're already prototyping. So I think it's sort of, the workshop itself has been really interesting to develop because it's a mix of lecture, brainstorming, post-it notes, making, talking to each other, and it's a really nice, we've got a 3-hour format now that I'd like to take around lots of different regions to lots of different groups, and maybe even sort of like share the models and approach online so that people can run the workshops themselves. What we want to do is start to see lots of examples of people sort of upcycling, mending, repairing, extending the life of bamboo, tencel, PLA, all these kind of new man-made cellulosic textiles that we actually have almost invisibly in our wardrobe. It would be great if people started to look through their wardrobes, find these fibre types, and then think about how they're performing. Are they bobbling? Are they stretching? Are they kind of losing colour? So that might come next, but we're getting closer and closer to having, a tool for designers to really help them put garments out there with these new materials. And the workshop, one unexpected thing has been really that we were able to ask how people are currently learning. How do they get inspired? How do they find out about sustainability? And that's been brilliant because it's been everything from remembering stuff their lecturers might have said, to watching David Attenborough documentaries, to reading sci-fi novels, to definitely seeing things on TikTok where they, people are overprinting or remaking stuff. So we've got this range of ideas for how to put the guidelines out there to people, how to share this knowledge and get it out there.